thank the Bulldog Nation in general. I want to thank Coach Vince Dooley and Michael Adams for hiring me, and Greg McGarity and President Jerry Moorhead for letting me stick around a while. And want to especially thank all the current players and former players that I've had the opportunity to coach here at Georgia, all the staff members that have worked so hard alongside me to make Georgia an even better place than it already is. And you know, the redcoats, the cheerleaders, the students, you know, all the dog walks, all the memories have been just phenomenal for myself and for my family. And Georgia's been our home, and Athens has been a true blessing to me and my family. And I'm just very thankful for all the time that I've been able to spend here, and it's been great. So with that, I'll let Greg be able to say what he wants to say, and then you guys can let it rip.
Well, first of all, we want to thank Mark, Catherine, and their family for dedicating the past 15 years to the University of Georgia and to the Athens community. Days like yesterday are the most difficult in our profession, especially when dealing with someone who has the character of Mark Richt. And we sincerely appreciate Mark's professionalism at all times. We look forward to having the opportunity to continue to work alongside Mark and Catherine in the future at the University of Georgia.
Questions?
Mark, if you agree to take another role within the athletic department?
Have I? No, I have not. I've been given an opportunity to stick around, and it's not been defined totally, but in some way, shape, or form to continue to bless the players, number one, and the university in general, and the Athletic Association, just any way that I could be helpful. I've been offered an opportunity to do that. My plan right now, quite frankly, is to get prepared for this bowl game. I'm really looking forward to coaching these boys one more time. And but in the meantime, since I'm not on the road recruiting, since I'm not on the road recruiting right now, I'll have an opportunity to look at a lot of options. I think there are going to be a lot of options to weigh, and so I'm blessed in that way and thankful about that. So I'm just not ready to say what I want to do yet, but it's very very attractive to have the thought of being able to stay in Athens and in some way, shape, or form continue to be someone who can help our young people.
Please raise your hand if you have a question. We'll get a floor microphone to you.
Mark, I know you just said you're weighing your options, but is continuing to coach an option for you?
Oh yeah, no doubt. I'll say this, if and when I do coach again, I'm looking forward to coaching again in terms of being more hands-on. I miss coaching quarterbacks. I miss calling plays. I miss that part of it. So whether it's in the role of head coach, coordinator, quarterbacks coach, whatever it is, if in fact I choose to do that, I'd be really excited about coaching QBs again and getting in the middle of the offensive strategy, and not that I wasn't in it, but I wasn't calling it. And I think I'd be more apt to do that again.
Greg, when did you know it was time for a change? When did you come to its conclusion that Mark was no longer fit for the job?
Well, it's coming home from the Tech game. Mark and I spoke later that evening and agreed to meet the next morning. So I wanted to wait till the season was over, and basically that was the time.
Was there a moment before that? I don't think you.
No, I think you always prepare. I think that's the job of an athletic director, whether it be football, basketball, whatever sport is. You never know when the coach is going to come in and say they're done. I recall experiences at my former institution where that happened, and I knew I didn't want that to happen again. So lessons learned there. But no, it's Saturday after the Tech game, and it was a very quiet ride home for me to really dig down deep and make sure that's what my gut told me to do.
Coach, how about just the whirlwind of, you talked to us on Saturday,
Right.
no concern, according to you, in terms of the job, but then not even 24 hours later to get this news.
Right. Well, it's part of the business. You know, it's not all that shocking to think that it could happen, but, you know, my focus was always on, you know, moving forward and recruiting and you know, bringing in the best class we could bring in and continue to build, you know, a future team that would be able to, you know, win a championship. But, you know, it didn't work out that way. But I'll say this, I guess it's a lot like how I manage things in the middle of a game. You know, things don't go exactly the way you want, and you know that they don't always go the way you want, then you know, you can spend a lot of time trying to figure out what happened or who did what, or you could figure out where you're at and then think of in terms of what do we do next to win. What, you know, so instead of trying to find a kid that made a mistake or trying to find the coach that did something he shouldn't have done, or maybe was responsible for something, or want to chew somebody's rear end or whatever. I mean, my focus has always been on where are we and what do we got to do to win. You know, and I kind of feel like the same way right now. You know, I see, you know, where I am. Georgia sees where they are, and everybody's going to do what they think is in the best interest to have success in the future. So that's kind of how I look at it.